Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog. Today we're making an envelope for that Happy Meal. I'm also going to show you that Happy Meal in 2 videos. But we're going to decorate an envelope using napkin decoupage, I guess. And then what I'm showing you here is just some of the goodies that I'm sending. I sent this to my pen pal Jenny. Like I said, I'm also doing a tutorial on how to make the flip book that I just showed you, and then I'm also doing a separate video on how I decorated that, and that will be online soon as well. So actually, before I start with the envelope or with the napkin decoupage, I was thinking of doing paper scraps. So you see me picking out different colors of paper, and what I'm doing now is I'm cutting out a piece of that like cardboard. It was just yeah, I accidentally cut into my table. That was just a piece of packaging from IKEA, and I used that so that the envelope doesn't fold. It's just protection basically. And then when I was looking for paper, I found this envelope that Amy sent me. I had to slow this down because this was going too quickly. But in a second I will show you this envelope that Amy sent, and she sent me all of these pretty napkins, and people have sent me napkins before in swaps or in mail, and I never really knew what to do with them. Like, I know people use them for decorating, but for some reason I just never tried it out. And now I thought it's time to try it out. And I'm gonna do that on video so I can show you and kind of teach you as I go. So I found this one that it reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, and I thought I would use that. So first thing I do is I cut it to the size I want, and then I remove the second layer so that you're only left with that printed layer. And then I'm going to make decoupage, Mod Podge, glue, something. And this is actually very easy. What you do is you take 2 parts glue, white glue, kids glue, craft glue, doesn't matter, tacky glue, anything. Take 2 parts glue, 1 part water. Yes, so for example, if you would use 100 milliliters of glue, take 50 milliliters of water, and that's it. That's I googled that, found it very easily, and then apparently you have Mod Podge. I've been looking to buy Mod Podge and I didn't know it was this easy to make. So don't buy it, just make it yourself. And one thing I learned from like a WikiHow page is that it's important not to make it too wet. So you could adjust the measurements, but it's nice for me, especially because I'm using an envelope as a background and that paper is kind of thin. So I just use those measurements, like 1/3 water, 2/3 glue. And I also have that tissue paper that I collect. I think I got this from Anne. Is that correct? I think I got it from Anne. She sent me like brand new tissue paper, and I finally decided to use it because the napkin wasn't big enough to cover the whole envelope. So yeah, I'm putting glue on, and then the napkin is kind of easy. And then I'm alternating between using a brush, like a soft brush, to press the paper into the glue, and my fingers, because it's very easy to tear. While I'm doing this, I can explain. I hope you guys, I mean, maybe you notice that my voice isn't the best. There's 2 reasons. First of all, I still have like a cold, so yeah, I still sound like that. And second of all, let me be honest, anxiety. I always try to be honest when I have anxiety. I think I've told you over the last couple of weeks I've had anxiety quite a bit. Not as bad as usual. Like 1 or 2 years ago, my anxiety would be so bad I would have panic attacks, and now anxiety is just like having a bad day, which is obviously so much better than 2 years ago, but still it's annoying. And I haven't told you yet why I have anxiety, and I'm going to I thought I would tell you now because it's also coming up. I'm making this sound very dramatic, but okay, long story short, I still work in the cat cafe, and I've always said that I don't want too much responsibility, but in a couple days from now, my boss is going on a holiday, and guess who has to work all of the days? So I told her that I don't want to be responsible for the cat cafe, and then to kind of solve that problem, she asked her parents to work with me. So in theory, her parents are responsible for the cat cafe, but they don't work as often as I do, and I still feel like there's the weight of the, how do you say that? The weight of the world is on my shoulders, or the weight of the cat cafe is on my shoulders. And I could just say, you know what, screw this. I'm going to work and that's all I'm going to do. But I've always been kind of a responsible person. So I know that when I'm going to work in this cat cafe and when I'm going to work without my boss, I'm going to want to do it very well. And that scares me. Like, I know I cannot do perfectly because these are not perfect circumstances. If I were to start my own team, I would have done it differently. But I'm going to have to work with what I've got and not knowing. And it scares the hell out of me. So you can probably imagine why I've been dealing with a lot more anxiety these past couple of weeks. Like, I'm... sometimes I'm excited. I'm like, yeah, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it my way, because I will be running the kitchen. And I usually do the waitressing, so the other side of the door, basically. But this week, oh my god, it's raining again. It's such a rainy day today. But this week I'm going to be doing the kitchen, which also kind of scares me because I'm not that good at doing the kitchen. Like, I know that I'm good at waitressing now. I finally found my confidence, but the kitchen is just completely different because you're like, I don't know, it's out of your hands at some point, and that scares me. So yeah, I'm just arranging the stamps. By the way, look at how I found a couple of matching stamps. I found a blue mushroom. I lost the word for a second. A blue mushroom stamp that I don't know, it was kind of perfect. And then just some random stamps that I kind of liked. And I found another mushroom stamp, but it's brown, so it's not that cool. What was I saying? I'm completely lost. Oh yeah, so this is going to be a great practice in letting go. I cannot control how many people come in. I cannot control how many people order. I cannot control what people order. I cannot control anything when I'm in the kitchen, and I'm gonna have to learn to let that go. So yeah, I haven't been sleeping well for the past couple of weeks, if I'm completely honest. But I had my final therapy appointment yesterday. I'm doing the voiceover on Wednesday. I'm nice and on time. I had my final therapy appointment yesterday and I learned so much. She also said, yeah, it's okay to be angry even. You can be angry, like, oh, this is not how I wanted to go, and it's okay to be angry instead of scared. So maybe that helps. I don't know. I'm really trying to make this story positive, but for right now I'm just not feeling positive. I know that I'm going to be able to do it, like whether it goes right or wrong, in the end it will be okay. But right now, when it's coming closer, it's just very scary. So that's also why I'm editing videos now instead of like last minute, because I know that next week I'm not going to be able to. So I'm hoping that I can upload a video every, like the Monday and the Friday, but right now I just don't know because I will be working every day and I will probably be very tired, and I might also want to focus my free time on me time and not on videos, but we will see. I always love it uploading videos, so I might actually, you know, pop up in the end. But if I'm not there, don't be worried. It's just, I probably decided that it was better to focus on me, and I'm going to focus on me. Like, the bad thing, like the most annoying thing is that when I'm having this very stressful week, my boyfriend is not going to be home. Like, first of all, he's going on a friend trip to Italy, lucky bastard, and then afterwards he's going out of the country for work. He's gonna have a work trip and he's gonna be gone for so long. I'm checking my calendar. How long is he gonna be gone? Like, he's leaving on Friday and then he comes back on Monday, only to leave again on Tuesday, so he's not even home for a day. He leaves on Tuesday and then he doesn't come back until next week Friday. So he's gone for like a week and a half. Or actually he's gone for 2 weeks if I count the friend trip as well. So yeah, perfect timing, but I'm going to be able to do this. Like positive vibes, I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to buy all of these easy meals that I just, like I'm going to stock my freezer with meals and pastas so that when I come home, all I have to do is warm it up. And I bought myself some more nice loose leaf teas. I bought myself a lot of chocolate. I still have those bath bombs I got from Louisa. Like I've been using pieces of them because they're so big. So I still have the bath bombs. I'm going to take along baths. I'm saving up my favorite Netflix show episodes. I'm currently watching The 100. Oh, I have to tell you really quickly that beautiful mushroom stamp, handmade beautiful mushroom stamp, is from Aditi. I think her Instagram account is like Through My Lens, something like that. I will find it and I will link it down below. But she made that for me, and I finally mounted it on a block of wood, and I can now use it. And I mean, how well does that match the envelope? I think it matches really well. Some close-up action so you can also see the stamps. But oh yes, I was telling you about my favorite Netflix shows. I'm saving up episodes from The 100, which is like my guilty pleasure. I love watching that. I'm saving them up for next week, and I'm going to do all of these self-care things. I'm not going to clean the house. I'm just going to focus on Noose, my only housemate at that point. Oh, by the way, what I did at the last moment is I used that glitter pen. I will link everything I've used down below, okay? I used that glitter pen, glitter marker, and did you see how sparkly that was? I really love that. And now I'm just putting all the goodies in the envelope. So to end this video on a positive note is, long story short, yes, I'm scared. I'm terrified. I'm not looking forward to it yet, although sometimes I am kind of excited. But I've learned that this is okay. I'm constantly beating myself up over being scared, while it's totally normal to be afraid. I mean, this is a lot of responsibility. This is something I struggle with. And my therapist also said, this hits you exactly on like the pain points. This is something I struggle with, and then obviously it's going to be difficult, but why does that have to be a bad thing? Like not sleeping well, that's a bad thing, but being nervous is, I'm only human. And like I said, I'm going to take good care of myself. I'm going to set boundaries for myself. I'm going to make sure I can do this in a way that not only gets me through it, but also keeps me happy. So I wanted to leave on that note, but I did want to share this with you because it has been influencing me so much over the last couple of weeks, and I thought it kind of felt bad hiding that, and I do have to tell you a lot more, but I will keep that for after this, I guess. But it feels kind of good to let it out. So I hope you don't mind my rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video nonetheless. I hope you learned something new. Let me know in the comments down below if you ever do napkin decorating, and if you have any great tips or tricks or ideas that we all can use, and I will see you very soon. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.